guys? Welcome to your 87th Android tutorial for the new Boston. What we're going to do in this tutorial is basically create that simple stopwatch application that I was telling you guys about. Now, the first thing we need to do in order to get the stopwatch application to work is we need to find some way to reference the time. And how we're going to do that is we're going to get the time, the current time, from the system, which is the Android. So that's basically the core concept of this lesson. And what we need to do is we need to set up a text view above our onCreate method called showResults, and we also need to create two buttons called start and stop. Oh wait, no. We need to create two longs, which is start and stop, so we can work with, you know, a tenth of a second, milliseconds. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Not even milliseconds aren't even a tenth of a second, but that's what we're working with is milliseconds. So start, stop, and now we just need to kind of set up again a reference for show results, which was our text view of our first tab. So we're going to say show results equals text view find view by ID r dot id dot TV show results, or whatever you guys label that as. And now we also, since we set up our buttons in the last tutorial, we need to set up our on-click listeners for those buttons. So we're just going to say button start dot set on-click listener to this, and button stop dot set on-click listener to this. Nothing new there as well. So alright, now we're going to go down to our switching case where the magic happens. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to set up our starting variable. Right when we hit our start button, we're going to get the current time from the system. So again, we created a long to handle that, and we called it start. So we're going to say start is equal to, and then we're going to say system, referring to the system class, and when we hit dot, we can get current time in milliseconds right here. And so that's what we're gonna use. Pretty simple. I mean, this right here is the core concept of this lesson. Just to get, you know, whether you're working with velocities on touch events, you can, you know, start the time right when they touch the screen and release the time right when they release the screen, or get another time when they release their touch event, and then you can calculate some kind of velocity or something like that if you want. But you're always going to have to refer to some method of time, and we're going to do that by system current time. And then we're also going to do that within the stop event. So we're going to say our stop variable is equal to again system dot current time. And there we go. I mean, we have a starting time and an ending time. All we have to do is change that text view. So we're going to say, what was our text view called? Show result. Well, actually, we're going to say, because if it's all about problem solving. Sorry, I'm kind of talking all over the place here. But let's say if they hit the stop button and they never hit the start button, then we're going to get some kind of error if we try to, you know, set the text. Because we don't have a start reference, so it's going to give us a problem. So one way we can handle that again is just a simple if else or if statement. So we're going to say if start does not equal 0, I don't know, and then we're going to print our text view. So what we're going to do is basically within here we're going to get our starting time minus our stop time. So we're going to say set up a new type of variable, a long result, and this is going to be equal to our stop time minus our starting time. So basically it's going to be how long it took the person to go from start to stop. And then we're going to say our text view, which we called show result, and we're going to say dot, or show results was it, dot set text, and now we just have to convert this long into a string. So we just refer to the long class, capital L-O-N-G, dot, and then we say toString, and that's going to convert a long variable into a string. So our variable we want to convert is result. And basically, let's check it out, make sure it works, and we're done. I mean, basically all we did is we got the current time at the starting, got the current time at the stop, and then we found the result if the starting time was not equal to 0. Oh, so kind of forgot the key step here with this is we need to set our starting equal to 0 to begin with. So we're just going to say start equals 0 within our onCreate method. So that way it'll kind of problem solve for us. And then let's run the application, make sure it works. So again, this is in milliseconds. So when we hit, let's say, stop right now, our starting variable is still at 0, so it's not going to display anything. But if we hit start, wait a little bit, hit stop, is 247.1 milliseconds, which is about 2 seconds, 2.4 seconds. In the next tutorial, I'm going to teach you guys how to format. I mean, it's kind of a general Java type tutorial for the next one. So if you guys want to skip that, that's fine. But I'm just going to teach you how to format this result. And we still get a problem because the last time we hit our start, it's still running. So it's still going to calculate every time we hit the stop button from that initial start. So, I mean, we aren't going to worry about that. I don't want to get too much into a stopwatch application, but as you can see right now, we could use a stopwatch for like laps. Like, oh, that's lap 1, 51 seconds. That's lap 2, 54 seconds. Whatever. I need to either go to bed or create that Java tutorial. I'll see you guys then. Have a good one. Peace.